Can you give me just another for that one who got away?
I'm trying to lead life by example, but living this life is a handful. And I ain't gonna clear no samples, but I'm about to clear my mantle. I need that plaque for reset, You need that chance to place bets, huh? You missed your chance to get fresh, bruh. You still got time to get left, bruh. Obama in the whip, I'm a stitch. Grab a chick, grab a 40 and a Dutch, yeah, an angel with some tits, huh? And I'm back with a grip, back catalog, analog, rap like a brick, huh? And I rap cause I'm sick, back catalog fixed, so I'm never gonna trip, God. Why you do me like this? Hip hop still good, you know I ain't gonna trip, Lord. You know I ain't gonna dip, I'ma stay right here till my plaque is a disc. Like a Saint lunatic, I'ma stay right hard till my plaque is a disc. Hey, no rest for the wicked now, so fall back on your plan B. No song for the choir now. Life sucks when you ain't free. No hope for the weary down. They keep taking that back seat. Two-tone rebel shit. Keep the peace like Gandhi. Middle pad, my staff never half-mast. Our drums go like a trap hat. Our drums go hammer cause they have to. Talk shit on Twitter, better at you. Paul Simon when I grace lands. Fuck diamonds, I be on the grayscales. I be tipping they scales, 55th time that I didn't go for pre-sales. And even when I prevail, I be on that retail, sinking with that eval. Listen to the seashell, it don't say shit.
16 spinner go hard, 82 born with a thorn in my inside. I pull it out when I get mine, I two shuffle like a duffel full of good. 16 spinner go hard, 82 born with a thorn in my inside. I pull it out when I get mine, I two shuffle like a duffel full of good rhymes.
Hey, no rest for the wicked now, so fall back on your plan B. No song for the choir now. Life sucks when you ain't free. No hope for the weary down. They keep taking that back seat. Two-tone rebel shit. Keep the peace like Gandhi.
16 spinner go hard, 82 born with a thorn in my inside. I pull it out when I get mine, I two shuffle like a duffel full of good.
Me and 27 lights, heavyweight champs, 127 fights, 127 bites, Van Gogh Pro, 1027 likes, go.
Okay, let's prove that.
For the wicked now, so fall back on your plan B. No song for the choir now. Life sucks when you ain't free. No hope for the weary down. They keep taking that back seat. Two-tone rebel shit.
Keep the peace like Gandhi.
Hey, no rest for the wicked now, so fall back on your plan B. No song for the choir now. Life sucks when you ain't free. No hope for the weary down. They keep taking that back seat. Two-tone rebel shit. Keep the peace like Gandhi.
16 spinner go hard, 82 born with a thorn in my inside. 16 spinner go hard, 82 born with a thorn in my inside. I pull it out when I get mine. I pull it out when I get mine. I pull it out when I get mine. I pull it out when I get mine.
Hey, no rest for the wicked out, so fall back on your plan B. No song for the choir now. Life sucks when you ain't free. No hope for the weary down. They keep taking that back seat. Two-tone rebel shit. Keep the peace like Gandhi.
When things are right, but you just know there is something in your eyes that brings me home. 'Cause when there's love, you don't let go. So as long as you're with me, you're not alone, you'll never be. I wanna tell
Slipper. Okay, let's prove that Slippermouth is a liar. Again. Slippermouth has been running around making an accusation about a video that Eric made. Now, the video Eric made, as you will be able to see when you click on the link which will be attached to this video shortly, pretty much within minutes of it being uploaded, it will be pinned as the top comment. Go and watch the video. You will find the video clearly states that it's wanting information on Slippermouth. It's not after information on Slippermouth's family or any of the bullshit claims that Slippermouth is claiming. Slippermouth is nothing but a disgusting little degenerate. Slippermouth is trying to call people paedophiles based on Kaylee's fucking ex-partner's music video, which Kaylee is continuously sexualizing, and she's doing it again this morning. Now, Kaylee's and Slippermouth's own actions on that makes them the paedophiles, because they're the ones that are having the indecent thoughts about and indecent images in their mind while they're going on about a non-sexual music video that contains Kaylee's children, that Kaylee's children's father put on the internet. Now, in Slippermouth and Kaylee's mind, any footage containing children, anyone that watches it must be a paedophile. This is fucking absurd. And Slippermouth is still going on about his fucking non-experts that never did traces on fucking Eric's account and fucking IP, because if they were experts then they would be able to tell that the IP addresses are completely different. I've never had access to Eric's account, and he's never had access to my account. These fucking retards just keep making a fool of themselves, and it's hilarious to watch. And thank you, Slippermouth, for stating that you're gonna stab me up. That's fucking hilarious, you little fucking coward. Over 3 years I've been waiting for you to come and see me, but you ain't got the balls to do so. You asked me for a postcode to the nearest Tesco's to where I was the other day. Well, other day, it was a couple of weeks ago now, when I went on to A1000's live stream. What did I do? I gave you the postcode, and I even said to you, I'll meet you at the other one if you wanted, because the other one's in the town centre. So there's more cameras, so you feel safer if you wanted. But the postcode was to the one that isn't in the town centre. It's roughly the same distance between either for me to get to it was. And you shat yourself and started making up excuses. And then you've gone on to put up a video with some money in that you've either found on the internet somewhere, or it's your mummy's money, thinking that I want your mummy's money. Well, if you got all that money, why can't you put some fuel in your shitty little transit van and come and see me, you coward?
Like heaven, sun, sun, sun.
like the moon and the way it comes, like heaven's sun, when it comes to be undone. As we free from this heart, this feeling now, that's taking me home, like heaven's sun, take me home, like heaven's sun.
Well, as you can see, the music video that Kaylee is forever sexualizing has no sexual content in it whatsoever. It's actually a very nice music video. The children in it look very happy. So why their mothers running around the internet calling people paedophiles for watching that video is ridiculous. Now, this morning, Slippermouth, as I've stated in the video that I've uploaded that I've just played, has lied about a video that Eric made. Slippermouth seems to think because it's not allowed on YouTube that it's disappeared. I'm sorry to tell you, Slippermouth. It's on this channel. There's a lot of information on this channel. This is back before you lost your marbles completely, Slippermouth, when people actually thought that you was a decent person. As we can see, the video that Slippermouth lies about was uploaded to BitChute February the 16th, 2022. The link is in the side chat here for the video. It's the right at the top of the side chat. It's the very first link that I put in. Now, if we scroll down a bit, there's a lot of interesting stuff on this channel. A lot of stuff, isn't there, Slippermouth? A lot of stuff that proves you to be a bullshitter, Slippermouth. You running around back all those years ago calling the whole of Wake Up UK paedophiles and all sorts. Yet you were trying to claim yesterday that you only call those that you can prove are paedophiles. You call them paedophiles and no one else. Yet you called the whole of Wake Up UK paedophiles, didn't you, Slippermouth? You degenerate. Where's your proof that the whole of Wake Up UK, including John Lawrence, who you used to claim was a friend of yours, where's your proof that they're all paedophiles, Slippermouth? You don't have any, do you? And this morning you've turned around and said the A1000 is an OAP. Since when has 36-year-old been an OAP? It's a bit fucking ridiculous, isn't it? Claiming a 36-year-old's an OAP. And you're claiming that I was in my 40s years and years ago. I'm not even in my 40s now, you retard. You just keep making a fool of yourself, don't you, Slippermouth? You don't help yourself one bit. And this morning on the little degenerate Kaylee I now, the child abuser from Lavenham's live stream, you've stated that you're going to stab me up. Well, I've been waiting for you for over 3 years and you still haven't grown any balls. You put up a video showing some money, which I highly suspect that you've grabbed from somewhere else on the internet. And if you haven't grabbed it from somewhere else on the internet, Slippermouth, it's your mummy's money, isn't it, Slippermouth? Because you don't have a pot to piss in, and that's why you're sleeping on your mother's sofa. Now, you make out that your shitty little transit van is worth 80 grand. You could pick up a newer transit van on eBay for probably about $1.5 grand. It's fucking disturbing that you seem to think that anyone would fall for your clapped out transit van being worth 80k, because it's not. I've still got the video of that clapped out transit van when you got pulled over by, who was it you were pulled over by again? Oh yes, the police. And then you tried your Freeman bullshit. It's really Hilarious to watch you continuously making a fool of yourself, Slippermouth. It seems to be that a lot of people seem to be falling out with each other at the moment. What is going on at the moment? Camp Degenerates just falling apart. You got freaking Moon and Brian arguing like freaking children this morning. Apart from Brian's language, yet again, was absolutely disgusting. Freaking Stupiter's back on easies. What the fuck's going on with you lot? Flip-flops all the way, isn't it? It never seems to change with you lot. So, Kaylee, you had my content removed off your channel yesterday for copyright violations and many other violations. It wasn't just copyright that it was removed for. And you're restreaming it again today. It's not going to go too well for you, is it, Kaylee? And your accusations yesterday about how you would like to slice my throat open. You told Danny and myself to go kill ourselves. You are a deluded little nutcase, Kaylee, who clearly needs psychological evaluation. But you openly stated yesterday that you have no mental health problems whatsoever. And if that is the case, then what you're doing is criminal, isn't it, Kaylee? And you've got no defense. You can't pull the mental health card if you're saying that you're perfectly sane and perfectly rational and you have no mental health problems. It's blatantly obvious that you have mental health problems. It's blatantly obvious that you're clinically insane. It doesn't take a genius to work out when someone's putting up a video of a teddy bear being stabbed up and that teddy bear's name is Danny, and you've got your dad writing about your dad directly above it, who was buried under the name of Danny Inav, according to the obituary that Bleeding Gash sent me. Why did Bleeding Gash send me an obituary to do with your dad? Still, I can't really say that that's proof of anything because it was only a screenshot sent by Bleeding Gash. I could manipulate a screenshot like that really easily myself. Wouldn't take much work. A couple of minutes with Photoshop. Job done. Now you're crying, saying that because I was commenting on an account that was harassing and stalking my deceased partner shortly after my deceased partner had passed away, that's your proof that I've apparently murdered my deceased partner. How batshit crazy is that? No, I was occupying my time and I was dealing with a degenerate that had hounded my partner up to her death and beyond. Shortly before my partner passed away, a week or so before, well, actually a bit longer than that, 12 days before my partner passed away, you had made a phone call to the police in which you were making bullshit allegations about people. It started off with you complaining about Danny. Then you started crying about the fact that I'd made a video exposing you and your involvement with prescription drugs against the Misuse of Drugs Act, and that you were dropping people in the shit for giving you controlled substances in violation of the Misuse of Drugs Act. And not only that, I stated how you were a child abuser, which you have confessed to, because you confessed to that on a Facebook Live with your buddy Slippermouth, didn't you, Kaylee? What did you do again? You chemically abused your children with MMS, didn't you, Kaylee? And you also went on to cry about the fact that I'd called you a racist, when you have continuously proven that you are a racist, Kaylee. And you're running around crying about the fact that you've no longer got your kids, trying to pass the buck on that one too. Your involvement with Andrew Devine, John Patterson, John Wanoa, Neelu Berry, Lee Kant, Matt Taylor, and so on, was the reason that you had to part with your children. And it was your children's father who did the right thing and stepped in and took your children to make sure that they were safe from you, Kaylee. The only danger your children were ever in was the danger of having an unfit mother. An unfit mother who refused to let her children go to school at the beginning of COVID. Now, you cry about the Hampstead dad and a order that the Hampstead dad was given. Now, why was he given that order? Because he was a good dad and he was arguing with the mother, Ella Draper, the child abuser, for refusing to let the children go to school. What sort of parent does not let their children go to school and get the education that they require so that they can have a good start in life when they leave school? You see, for children to make it in life once they've left school, they need to have an education. They need qualifications, Kaylee. And you, just like the Hampstead mother, think you know better than the education system. You have openly admitted that you dropped out of your biochemistry due to the fact that they would not allow you to rewrite the curriculum. Well, the curriculum is put in place for a very good reason, Kaylee. Jobs require people to have been educated in the right manner. They don't want you to have made it all up. How can they trust the individual that they're employing if they just made the whole thing up? It doesn't work like that, Kaylee. You're a demented little fruitcake thinking that it does work like that. And this here pertaining that you're for the children while you're not there for your own children is absolutely disgusting. You really need to give your head a wobble over that. You are not there for the children. The only thing that you're there for is yourself and your own obsessions. Just like little Slippermouth, the man who cried and said that he was abandoning his family for the internet. You are both utter degenerates that have no rights whatsoever pertaining that you are for the children. You are not for the children. You are vile individuals with no morals whatsoever. Now, Slippermouth has been crying about the fact that my car passed his car in a video of his, and he's making out that I'd travelled 200 miles to go and see him that day, which is a load of bullshit. My partner and myself had gone out for a day out in Manchester that day, and we had a few things that we were doing on behalf of my partner's family while we were there. At no point did we visit the Christie Hospital, and the only reason I became aware of the fact that my car had passed your car, Slippermouth, was due to the video that you put up. You are thick as shit, Slippermouth. Now, how did you get caught out with the Christie Hospital? It was another video that you made, Slippermouth, in which you were parked in the loading bay of the Christie Hospital. Now, people do not go visiting patients in hospitals and park in loading bays. It is absolutely absurd to make that claim. And you have put out more than enough evidence to suggest what you actually do for a job is you collect sanitary bins, Slippermouth. And that's why you were at the Christie Hospital that day when you made your silly dribble video. You think people are slow and people don't notice these things, Slippermouth. You keep dropping yourself in. You were extremely butthurt over my partner due to my partner being able to point out the parks that you were walking your dog in and everywhere pretty much that you were filming yourself being at. You didn't like that, did you, Slippermouth? And it got to the point where you thought it was acceptable to start discriminating against my partner for the domestic abuse that she received from her previous partner. You ran around the internet slagging my partner down for the fact that she had lost her teeth due to domestic violence. You are an utter scumbag, Slippermouth. And your making out, because you were caught out at the Christie Hospital, that you were now going to start lying about your mother. Just shows how much of a degenerate you are, Slippermouth. How can someone be so disgusting as to make up such accusations about their mother? It's beyond belief. It's ridiculous, especially when your mother allows you to sleep on her sofa. If it weren't for your mother, you wouldn't have a roof over your head, Slippermouth. It's about time you started showing your mother a bit of respect, Slippermouth. And when you've got the balls to come and see me, let me know. I know you'll never have the balls. I've been waiting over 3 years, Slippermouth. Making out you're going to stab me up. What a joke. Absolute laugh. I see you here again, little Miss Child Abuser from Lavenham, Spring Close. Yes, you've given me your permission to give out your address and your telephone number and to talk about your children as much as I like, haven't you, Kaylee? I've got the proof of it, along with I have the expressed consent from you to your content, whereas you have no consent from me to use anything that belongs to me, do you, little Miss Inav? The girl who couldn't even be bothered to go to her father's funeral, that's if he's even passed away. As I said, I've seen no actual evidence to suggest that that is the case. But then I'm not going to go asking for evidence over such a thing. I don't go digging looking to see if someone's passed away, and I don't go interfering with families that have lost their loved ones like you do, little Miss Inav. Yes, I know exactly who it was that messed around with my partner's family, and you and your degenerates slipped up by creating that Facebook account. Well and truly slipped up. You see, little Mr. Slippermouth and his going on about IP addresses and that he has experts which are clearly freaking retards that ain't experts at all, because they wouldn't have come out with the bullshit that they did come up with one valid point. Yes, IP addresses can be traced. And yes, the IP address of that Facebook account has been traced. And it was not A1000 that had anything to do with that Facebook account. Now, I can see why they tried setting A1000 up after the disgusting accusations that A1000 made about my partner on Jupiter's live stream. Now, you today, little Miss Inav, the child abuser, child neglector, and child abandoner, who doesn't know fuck all about the village that she lives in, have said that you're going to waste our SPCA time yet again. Wouldn't be the first time. They already know who you are. They already have all your details, Kaylee. So go ahead, waste more time. Just like your waste of police time the other day. It's funny, isn't it? You ring the police making out my partner was murdered when my partner was never murdered at all. And still no sign of the police. Now, murder's quite a serious thing, Kaylee. If the police took what you said to have any credibility whatsoever, I would have seen them days ago. But never once have the police ever tried contacting me in relation to you, little Miss Inav. And that's because they know nothing you say is credible at all. You are known as a compulsive liar by everyone in your area, everyone in the area that you lived in before. Even your own family know that you're a compulsive liar, little Miss Inav. And that's why your parents were going to have you sectioned many years ago, weren't they, little Miss Inav? Now, you think that others are triggered, when really and truly you have done nothing but prove that you're triggered. You're obsessed with the internet. You're obsessed with stalking myself and many others. And all it's doing is showing you for the deluded little degenerate that you are. You are a waste of space. And that's why your family want nothing to do with you, Kaylee. Try and prove otherwise, Kaylee. You can't. You see, if your family wanted anything to do with you, they would have had you dealt with long ago. They would have made sure that you got the mental health treatment that you require. The very fact that your parents and your brother and sister have never got you the mental health treatment that you require shows how little they care about you. And it shows very much how little you care about your own family, Kaylee, when your dad has supposedly passed away and you can't even be bothered to make the effort to go to his funeral. That is absolutely disgusting, Kaylee. Now, going back about 5 years ago, my father was seriously ill and taken into hospital, rushed into hospital. My auntie, who has since passed away, phoned me and told me that my father was in hospital at the other end of the country to where I was. It was about quarter to 11 o'clock at night when my auntie phoned me. I was getting ready to go to work. So actually, it'll be more than 5 years ago, over 10 years ago now. But I was getting ready to go to work. I was doing night shifts at the time. And what did I do? I dropped everything and I rode a 125cc motorbike from one end of the country to the other to go and visit my father who was ill. That's what you call caring about a family member. You don't find out that your family member's seriously ill or has passed away and then don't even bother making the effort to either go and see them or to attend their funeral. Every member of my family that's passed away, I have always made the effort to get to their funeral. It is utterly disgusting not showing your respects towards your own family. I don't know anyone who's that low that they wouldn't show respects to their own family. Even my sister and my mother made the effort to come to my partner's funeral. And my sister had never met my partner, yet she still made the effort. It shows that my sister cares about me. My mother cares about me. My father's not well and he lives at the other end of the country, so I asked him not to come because of his health. But he offered, just like my aunties, my uncles, my cousins. They all offered. Where was even an offer for you to go to your father's funeral? No sign of it whatsoever. You'd just rather spend your time on the internet chatting shit. Stalking and harassing people that want nothing to do with you, Kaylee. That's all you do. And are we going on about your lies again? What's this? Black in the pray for you, black perverted souls? Is that more some sort of racism coming out of you? Because you have brought up about that you were apparently molested and abused by a man of, how can I say, coloured origin and a man of Jewish belief when you was a child, yet you hang around with a known paedophile. Well, more than one known paedophile, to be fair. Daniel Thompson Sullivan, who has your phone number and calls you, doesn't he? And you call him. We've got the proof, Kaylee. Anyone that had been abused as a child would not be hanging around with someone who is obsessed with doing the same sort of things, who runs around threatening to rape children and much more. The amount of depravity that I've seen from that there Daniel Thompson Sullivan is absolutely disgusting. Daniel Thompson Sullivan likes to expose himself to children. We have the evidence of this, and you're all right hanging around with this individual. You seem to think that this individual's a decent person. Now, the Chat is actually open. There's a link. You're all right, Eric?
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Can you hear me all right?
Yeah, I can hear you fine, mate.
I can hear myself.
You know that video that Slipper Mouse lied about?
Yeah, I just see you put that video up.
Yeah, well, it's here on this channel here. Den Tarragon, Truth, Facts and Solutions. Den Tarragon, Josh Bible, aka Rick, before he lost his mind is the channel name. This channel here was the channel that Rick used to ask me to put videos up that Jason had taken down from his YouTube. So there's a lot of interesting stuff on this channel. Den Tarragon running around calling everyone under sundry paedophiles, including his buddy at the time, John Lawrence. Well, he claimed was his buddy at the time, John Lawrence. And Kaylee herself knows for a fact that he was doing this at the time.
Can you hear me all right?
Yeah, I can turn your mic up a bit if you like.
No, what it is, it's echoing back and talking back.
Does that make it any better?
Hello? That's it.
Is that better? Move my mic because I was recording obviously earlier, so my mic was next to the...
I think it is. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, my mic was next to the speaker, like from when I went onto the Degenerates panel earlier.
Yeah.
Right.
He's a fucking idiot, isn't he?
Yeah. You hear her and freaking, oh, they're scared of me, this, that, and the other. Freaking, you go on there and it's instantly she's at the mute button.
Yeah, she kept muting me.
She doesn't like the truth.
What you got to remember, I just thought I'd jump on a minute about her father, right? Her not going to the funeral. Can't you remember there was a lie going on at the time? You wasn't about much then, really. She said that she couldn't attend her father's funeral in Ireland because the NHS had messed her COVID test up.
What a load of bullshit.
Well, that's a lie, because at the time, you could not travel with an NHS test. You had to go private and pay for it privately.
Yeah.
They would not accept NHS tests.
If I'm not mistaken, around the same time, Spina had gone to Austria.
I think it was around about that same time, wasn't it?
Yeah. So I know the full ins and outs of how you can come in and out of the country.
Yeah, that's right. Well, I was doing the same,
wasn't
wasn't I? Yeah. I was doing the same. Remember, I said to you, you can't do it. You got to pay for it.
Yeah. Well, who in their right mind wouldn't pay to have that done so that they can go to their father's funeral?
Oh, it was all a fucking lie. Then she reckoned she was catching a train to get her passport. What a load of bollocks! I'm pretty sure you can get into Ireland on a car license.
You definitely can.
You can you? Yeah, I thought you could.
Yeah, I've done it myself.
Mm.
So I know you can.
Even if you fly into Northern Ireland and travel to the south, you know what I mean? You're still going to be able to do it.
Yeah.
So that was just another fucking lie she done.
She was just making up excuses for not going to the funeral.
Yeah. Well, because she wasn't fucking welcome. That's why. That's the truth of the matter.
That is the truth of the matter. She wasn't welcome to it.
Mm. They didn't want her there.
It's sad that she thinks that people can't see what she's doing, and she seems to think that what she's putting up and showing people is going in her and Slippermouth's favour, when all she's really done this past few days is expose Slippermouth.
Yeah. Well, did you hear me earlier on? I pleaded her to put that video up with the the comments for darkness in. She sat on the evidence. So if she sat on the evidence, make us look cunt. Put it up.
It's evidence of nothing other than a YouTube account has been commenting on freaking YouTube. That's all it's evidence of.
You can't associate somebody with like Danny West in the chat now. I don't know Danny West, right? Right. Now I could be talking to Danny West in the chat now. 4 months' time, he could be found out he's a pedo. That doesn't mean I'm a pedo because I was talking to him today, does it?
No.
Or I'm mixed up with nonces or whatever. That's no disrespect to Danny West in the chat. I'm just using his name as somebody's name there. But that's what she's doing.
I just find it hilarious that people are going off their heads over a freaking YouTube account when the accusation was made about Discord.
It's a load of
Right.
bollocks. It's all a load of fucking bollocks. And Jupiter and Moon are making it worse because they're the only one that's ever mentioned the darkness fucking name.
Yeah, ironically enough, like Moon had a gaming account that was named the Darkness, so shouldn't they be looking at Moon?
Well, yeah, yeah. But now Jupiter's running on it that Kaylee's got this big evidence. She sat on this evidence.
Kaylee's got
sat
no
on
evidence whatsoever
fuck all.
there. It's absolutely bollocks what
Yeah.
Kaylee's got.
Yeah. And she's sort of talking Moon into it as well now. Oh, go and look at it. You must look at this evidence. Fucking evidence. You fucking
Well,
spastics.
as far as I'm concerned, over this here whole darkness situation, Discord gate, freaking the police said enough for me to know it's bullshit.
It's all content for content. That's all it
the
is.
response they got from the police says it all. Like,
Yeah.
there was no credible evidence, is what the police
Yeah.
stated. And therefore, it was made up bullshit.
Yeah. And like Jupiter earlier on, all she was doing earlier on, she jumped on easy. I don't think you've seen it. But she jumped on there and straight away she's talking about that because she wants the heat taken off of her after she called Easy a fucking incel.
Yeah.
That's all she's doing.
They don't have flip-flop. 1 minute they're arguing, next minute they're sat together again.
Yeah. And you got Brian Owen there, day going mad. I don't think you've heard it, did you? Because you was over on Kaylee's, weren't you?
No, I have got it because I was actually out. I was actually out walking Chloe when all that was going on, and I've recorded it all with my phone, so I've got that argument.
Yeah.
That
They're
was
all
hilarious.
fucking treating Brian Owen with kid gloves. They're frightened to upset him, you know what I mean? What a load of fucking it. Tell him to go fuck off.
Quite frankly, I think a lot of them need freaking assessing. They're all mentally ill.
Tarragon. Oh, mate, I cannot see where he gets his evidence from. He is twisted in the head. And the problem,
his evidence is imaginary.
yeah, it is. But the problem is, you got cunts like him that's making Kaylee worse.
Exactly. He's pushing buttons with her, and freaking, it's just literally encouraging her mental health and making it a lot worse. And that's why I've left Kaylee for so long, to freaking carry on with her bullshit.
Yeah.
I could see that Kaylee's bullshit was being encouraged and made far worse by Slippermouth's bullshit. But when it comes to the point of disrespecting my deceased partner and upsetting my deceased partner's family, then they've got problems.
Yeah. Afternoon, Jafar. Big up, mate.
It seems to be that Kaylee's favourite word is nonce.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kaylee uses that word based on a music video made by her children's father.
Yeah, all she's trying to do, right? She started off with this this brand name. She was trying to get people.
More bullshit in the chat about my partner, who Kaylee is saying was a cunt to her. My partner was a cunt to you, was she, Kaylee? My partner who came onto a live stream and defended you against Mr. Unknown, who told you to go and kill yourself. By the way, the clip that I put up isn't the full recording of that day, Kaylee.
And I got to be honest with you, when Sabina was on there, I'm thinking, Sabina, what the fuck are you doing? Why are you fucking defending that cunt? But well, she was doing what she was doing.
It's because unlike Kaylee and Slippermouth and them, Sabina had morals. She had integrity. She had decency.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kaylee was clearly jealous of Sabina.
Oh, extremely. So I just
Sabina said it right when she turned around and said to me that she knew what Kaylee's problem was. Kaylee's scorn. And that's because of the amount of times that I rejected Kaylee.
Yeah.
Sabina read all the messages and she was in stitches over Kaylee's whips and paddles and freaking
Yeah.
the stuff that Kaylee came out about. I find it a bit absurd with Kaylee and Rick going on about Sabina's teeth. When back in lockdown, Kaylee was going on about giving gummies.
Oh.
Right. Kaylee's got a very short memory as to what comes out of her mouth. She made death threats yesterday and all sorts.
Oh, did she?
Yeah. Death threats saying how much she would love to slice my throat open with a knife. Told me and Danny to go and kill ourselves. Right. There's endless criminal offences that she's committed. And in that very same stream, she said that she has no mental health problems whatsoever.
Oh, fucking hell. It's like I was just going to say about that. Before, she was trying that brand name, right? She was trying to get everybody to attack the brand, her brand name, you know. Kaylee fucking Umbrella Grapes fucking
But
bullshit.
she's got no brand.
No, that's what she tried. She tried that one. That didn't work. So now all she's doing is goading people by calling them nonce, you nonce. You know, all she wants is somebody to turn up on her door and knock her door. That's all she wants for somebody to do.
And not so long ago, she was saying about if anyone took down her channel, they would be in serious trouble. It wasn't her channel; it was someone else's, and the person who owns the channel, some freaking high-profile person, this, that, and the
Yeah,
other.
yeah,
That just made me laugh.
yeah. That was all
Right?
to do that brand name. That's all that
Yeah.
was. But yeah, and I
Well,
got her praising up and encouraging fucking Sean Cassidy to strike my fucking channels.
someone who's a self-confessed rapist.
Yeah.
He really couldn't make it up.
No.
And not only is he a self-confessed rapist, he's recently been freaking arrested in relation to abuse towards a female.
Well, why's Fat Dan got her phone number?
She gave it to Fat Dan.
Oh my god.
You're forgetting I've got that recording of Kaylee and Fat Dan and Rodney in their sordid little call.
Yes, with me in there. That's what I remember
Yeah,
now.
that was hilarious, that call was.
That surprised me. Didn't know I was sat there listening to them, did they?
She'll be surprised at how much more of that call I've got.
That's
I've got the
right.
whole thing, Kaylee.
With her trying to with her leading Rodney on, wasn't she?
Yeah, she was leading Rodney on, and then freaking Fat Dan went on to try and make out that he was a police officer.
Yeah.
Like, the stuff that came out of their mouths in their call was hilarious.
Wanting to take Rodney into a private chat.
Yeah.
Out the way of everybody.
She runs around thinking that she can flutter her eyebrows and everyone will fall for her bullshit, but it doesn't work. There's people that see straight through that crap. It's only the naive that will fall for that.
She can flutter her eyelids at me as much as she fucking wants, because I wouldn't shag her with yours, AJ.
I wouldn't shag her with a fucking cattle prod.
No. It's disgusting.
She's saying that I'm apparently in big trouble for taking her YouTube account down. I think she'll find that I'm in no trouble whatsoever for taking that YouTube account down. The thing is, Kaylee, when you breach YouTube's terms and conditions, the channel gets removed. No matter who owns the channel, if the channel breaches YouTube's terms and conditions, it gets taken down. And there's no comeback over it. So try your hardest, Kaylee. It's getting you nowhere.
Yes, Kaylee, I was in that call, remember? Remember, that's how I got Rodney's fucking name and address and his full name, remember? And Esau knows that.
I find it quite hilarious actually that Kaylee hangs around with Slippermouth, who bigs up freaking Esau, the one that's actually telling Kaylee that he's going to kill her and that she needs to
Yeah,
kill herself and all sorts.
yeah.
Like, yet she runs around and blames everyone else. It's only freaking Esau, Bleeding Gash, and them lot that have freaking done that.
You've only got to look how fucking Tarragon's background creeping around Jupiter and all that lot, and you, oh, that is fucking sad. That's sick.
She's proving now how thick she is. She's saying, "Yes, well done for confirming you hacked a private call."
Mm.
That wasn't a private call and it wasn't hacked. That was a call at the end of a live stream that the link to the call was put up by the Wasp.
Yes, Kaylee.
So
Trolled again.
it's absolutely hilarious. I could have gone into that call, but I decided
Yeah.
not that night because I was already in there via other means.
Yeah, I'm not going to mention the name, but we was all in a meet. We was all in a meet call, weren't we? And you was all sat in there
Yeah.
recording it,
Yeah.
and I was on the call with them.
It's just like, the video that I put up with Kaylee confessing to having by rights been
Yes, from the
by rights. I
Skype
was
call.
part of a group that should be on the sex offenders register. That was your words, wouldn't it, Kaylee? That was your
Yes,
exact words. And
yes, Kaylee.
you reckon those words came from a hacked Skype call? There was no hacking involved in getting that conversation that the
No,
recording came from, Kaylee.
but don't give away how we got it. But we got it.
Yeah.
We got the full conversation, about 2 hours of it. You talking to Nathan and Gary, how you was going to set, and Rick, how you was going to set Danny up on a live call.
The thing is, that actual thing, the video I put up, that wasn't from that call. That was from another call that I had recorded prior.
Mm. But we got the lot.
Kaylee's very slow. She has a very short memory span.
She says, Eric made a video bragging about hacking it, then blamed AJ. I've never blamed AJ.
No.
Never. AJ wouldn't care if I did blame him anyway.
No. I'd find it hilarious, to be fair.
Don't give a flying fuck.
Kaylee's slow as anything, because if she was to actually look at the original source of where that video that I made was uploaded, the first channel it was uploaded on is this very channel that I'm live streaming on, and it's still there to this day. The video's still there. Just click on the channel thing underneath the live stream, go and click on the video section, look through the videos, and you will find it there, along with you confessing that you would use MMS on your children, Kaylee, and many other deprived things in amongst the live streams as well. If you click on live streams, go back about 2 years ago in the live streams, and there's a video in which Kaylee confessed to having committed fraud against Wake Up UK with her Bob account.
Yes. Yes, I forgot about
The
that.
bank
Yeah.
account didn't get closed for that. You seem to have gone quiet, Eric.
Can you hear me now?
I can't hear you.
Hello? Hello?
I think you're gonna. Oh, no, it's me. It's all right,
What you
mate.
done
That was
now?
me. It was me. Boot caught the freaking amplifier.
Hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. It was my amplifier, not you. Kaylee is very slow, just like Slippermouth's extremely slow. But
Oh,
Slippermouth is definitely the problem out of the two of them. He's the one causing the issues for her.
the stuff we sit on that we've got is unbelievable. And the things we can do, and they just bite every time.
The thing is, like, Jupiter was going on about they've got a research team that have been collecting and gathering stuff. I was laughing when she came out with that.
Mm.
Like, I've got terabytes of stuff I've been watching for years. And when I'm not watching, there's always someone else that's watching and sends it to me. So
Can you remember when her and Rick was on about that their investigation team found out that we're the same person?
yeah, that's absolutely hilarious. That is. These here non-experts that can't trace nothing.
Yeah, the same person Rick was on about earlier on that got your IP address.
If they got my IP address, here's a little challenge for them. If they got my IP address, can they please state what country my IP address was showing in at the time?
I'm gonna say it begins with an S.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna say the second letter is an I.
Yeah. So these people are.
So there you go, Kaylee.
These people are absolutely deluded. Look, it looks like Kaylee's channel's going to be going again, the one that she's commenting on now.
Yeah.
It'd be hilarious if it disappears before the end of this stream, like the last one did when she was in dropping herself in the shit. Like yesterday she denied calling me a murderer, yet she was screen sharing. She was sharing on the very same live stream my video in which she came into the comments and called me a murderer and a nonce.
Yeah.
It's absolutely backwards.
Yeah. All she's doing at the moment is goading you. When you sit back and you watch it, you can see what's going on. That's why she keeps calling you a nonce, and that's why you fucking murdered fucking Sabina and all this shit. That's all she's doing. And the minute you go knocking on her fucking door, she'll be crying like a little fucking baby, and it'll all be over the fucking internet.
The thing is, I'll never knock on her door myself because she's a vile little degenerate, and I wouldn't want to be stood in front of her because I couldn't control what I would do to her. So I'll never knock on her door, but it's very likely that others will.
Well, yeah.
Especially when she's disrespecting my partner's name. My partner had a lot of friends.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but who in their right fucking mental mind would call a police station to report you for murdering your fucking partner?
It just shows how mental she is.
She needs locking up for that. The police need to lock her up for wasting police time.
It's wasting police time and malicious accusations.
I'm trying to think of the name of the estate agent her house is under. Can you remember it?
I can't. I'm sure I can find it out easily enough.
Yeah.
I could probably find it via the land registry anyway, because Kaylee was stupid enough to give me a video tour of that flat before she even moved into it.
Yeah.
She's running around calling me a nonce, yet she was sending me videos of her children.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then saying, oh, he's doxed me. No, Kaylee, you doxed yourself, you stupid cunt. Walking down the road, showing all the street signs to your fucking front door, you silly cunt. I'll tell you what, she keeps on about me, right? You ask her what she got on me. She got absolutely fuck all.
She's never had anything. It's just like Slippermouse running around claiming he knows who you are when he knows bugger all.
Yeah.
I noticed they brought up Hoof earlier on. I mean,
yeah.
Every time I hear that bloke's name being mentioned, he's absolutely nuts. That bloke is.
Like, I don't know what. I haven't got a clue what he was going on about. He said it's Hoof Wang you or something.
I've known for years that Hoof's a freaking nutcase, and that freaking he just blurts out a load of shit.
But I don't understand why Tarragon's bringing Hoof's name up. It's a bit weird.
He's probably run to Hoof, or Hoof was in the side chat the other day.
I ain't seen Hoof about for ages.
I'm surprised actually after last night's stream of Danny's that people ain't been going on about something else. I'm not gonna give away, but there was something last night that was given out in freaking Danny's live stream that, well,
Now
point,
you said that, you're going to have to drop me a message or something to let me know.
a point was proven about a certain account.
All right.
Like, you already know what it is because I've sent you stuff about that account. If you
Oh,
remember
right,
that,
yeah.
if you remember that there screen, the screen recording that we were talking about the other week.
Oh, yeah.
That Danny had put up a video, and then that reminded me about another video that I had. So I went back.
Yeah. Got ya. Yeah, got ya. Well, it was something proven then.
Yeah, well, the individual came onto Danny's stream, didn't he?
Talk about it later. Yeah. That's the thing. Like, we're like, they call us a group. We're not a group. We'd end up in a call together, won't we, and have a chat.
Yeah.
90% of our chat is what's going on in daily life. Nothing to do with YouTube.
It's mostly recently. It's mostly been talking about cars.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Unlike Slippermouth and Kaylee, we're not that invested in the internet like a load of these people seem to think.
All we do, when we do, we just sit there and laugh our bollocks off about them. That's all we do.
I've got software on my computer that automatically records these live streams for me. All I've had to do is put the channel name into the software, and every time that channel goes live, it starts recording.
Afternoon, Mandy.
How's Mandy not got a spanner?
I wouldn't know, so I can't see that chat.
Just 1 sec.
Oh, yeah, that's nice from Kaylee, isn't it? Hi, Mandy Nonce.
Everyone's a nonce according to Kaylee.
Hello, Athena.
Clicked on the wrong one.
Yeah, how's John? Anyway, John, the gold shop owner. Kaylee. You remember John? You remember John, the one who photographed your graffiti work in the village? And said what a disrespectful cow he was.
Okay, people can hit Kaylee with the spanner if they like, but no blocking her.
Oh, no, it's fun. Leave her there. Yeah, they can, yeah. Delete the nonce comments.
Yeah, the comments still come up on the stream here, so they don't disappear. But
yeah,
don't block her from the chat.
I wonder if she'd be sat in that cold old flat again this winter with a coat on. Now her GoFundMe money's all run out.
Well, she's got a PayPal link up, and apparently Moon's putting some money in it today.
It's dead. That link's dead.
Is it? I haven't even bothered to look.
It's a PayPal fundraiser or something.
And that's been closed down as well.
It's dead, yeah, the link's dead. Hello, Penny Bunny. Afternoon to you.
Afternoon, Penny.
I heard the shit they were talking about you earlier on. I wouldn't worry about it too much because they just talk a lot of bullshit.
I think it's come pretty apparent that anyone with any common sense can see that they're nothing but bullshitters now.
Mm-hmm.
They've spent that much time freaking lying on the internet that people just know that if it comes out of their mouth and they haven't shown actual physical evidence of what they're saying, that is nothing but bollocks.
Well, I said it to you the other day, AJ, didn't I? You know, they sit on there. You'll get 100 people on there. You get about 4 people chatting in the chat, and I reckon it's probably 80 people out of them 100 know that they're talking lies and bullshit. And it's only them other 20 that just suck up to it.
It's a handful of delusional people that lap up their shite, and that's about it. There's that there Haley Taylor running around at the moment calling itself Panther. She's hilarious.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. That isn't hilarious. That is shot to pieces as well. Those videos
Yeah,
of that.
yeah.
But
She's
what
that
is all
shot.
that about? Can you work anything out? Because I fucking can't.
From what I can work out is it hasn't got a clue.
No.
Like,
Well,
last night it was saying I think it was saying to Kaylee last night that it's gonna tear this corner of YouTube apart. And I was gonna respond and say, please hurry up and do it. I need some entertainment. Like,
and it's so obvious. It's so obvious that fucking Pink Panther and that Haley are the same person because they're talking to one another in the chat. You know what I mean?
they've started doing that to try and put people off the scent.
Yeah.
It was obvious that was going to happen.
Reckon they're going to come after me. Pink Panther's going to come after me. Bring it fucking on.
I think Pink Panther will struggle to come after herself.
Bring it on. I haven't had nothing in my teeth for a long time where I can have a go at anybody.
I suspect that Kaylee's going to be still up at God knows what tonight, proving that she's got no idea of YouTube's terms of services, and making a fool of herself and exposing Rick even more.
Yeah. It's like the day all she done was put that little screenshot up of Apple talking to that darkness. That's all she keeps putting out. That one little fucking thing. She's got to put the whole lot up. Hey up, Kaz.
Oh, she's saying that she can't give out that recording because it'll jeopardize a case. Yet she's taking snippets out of it and putting it out.
Yeah.
There is no case. Like, freaking, even the police can see that a freaking YouTube account isn't a Discord account. They're not that dumb to think that an account on a completely different platform would be the same account as on another platform.
Yeah. Yeah, it's how Jupiter now is running with Kaylee's bullshit. That's what I find amazing. And Moon getting sucked into it. Moon's sucking right into it. And why she is, I don't know.
I can understand the gas planet doing it. That's why she's named the gas planet.
Yeah.
Nothing but bloody gas comes out of her mouth.
Oh, well. Easy's an incel now.
That's what the gas planet said.
Yeah, that's official. He's an incel. If Jupiter says it, that is it. Easy is an incel.
They're just tearing themselves apart. It's hilarious to watch, to be fair.
Yeah.
This here, YouTube's very much turned into the replacement for the asylums. Like, I'm pretty sure what they did is they kicked them all out of the freaking asylums and gave them computers and freaking mobile phones to come on to freaking YouTube with.
Yeah. Yeah, Jupiter is promoting Kaylee's channel, telling everybody to go and look at the video. There's evidence there. Kaylee's got evidence of the darkness account.
I thought that was hilarious that Jupiter was telling people to go look at Kaylee's account, and freaking I'd already taken Kaylee's account down.
Yeah, but but what they're running is now is you took it down because of that, I bet.
No, it was nothing to do with that.
I know, but that's what they'll run with, won't they? That's what they say.
I took the account down due to the breaches of YouTube's terms and conditions. I could have took it down long ago, but because
because I'd left it there because it made a fool out of Kaylee, all the content on it. But because of the fact that she decided to freaking disrespect my partner's memory, I thought, stuff it, you can lose your account now.
Well, yeah, that's what I was just going to say. The real reason is what she's been saying to you about being a murderer.
And even then, it wasn't the stream with her calling me a murderer in that I took the account for. That wasn't the freaking stream that I went after. It was a completely different stream.
Those comments to darkness are still on Danny's videos, right? On Danny's live that he done. Anybody can go and view it. It's not a problem. But the only thing you won't see is darkness, because that darkness deleted his account, so you won't see his comments. But you'll see where like Apple talks to the person darkness. I've even talked to this person darkness.
I'm not sure whether I was even in that stream. If I was in that,
Don't know.
If I was in the chat of that stream, I more than likely said hello to him as well.
And yeah, Manny just said about the darkness. How many darkness accounts are there? Well, that darkness account does not match up with the one that Moon's put out. So it's two different accounts anyway.
I suspect that there's actually thousands of darkness accounts.
Well, there is, isn't there?
Yeah. What is it? Something like it's in the billions, the amount of accounts on YouTube.
Yeah. It was only because when I done that Sabina video, it's the first time I ever went live or done something or premiered or something.
Yeah.
And it was only about, I don't know, 10 or 12 people come in there. Most of them was on Danny's. And these accounts were coming in. I was spanner and I hit I spannered the darkness account by mistake. So it wasn't until like, I don't know, when all this darkness shit come out, I got a feeling I know something about this fucking darkness. So I went into my account, into my spanner list. I only got about 6 people on it. Sure enough, there was the darkness account. And that is how we found that account, because we had the avatar picture.
To be fair, like freaking this here whole notion of because someone's given an account a freaking spanner, they must be connected to that account is ridiculous. Because Kaylee a fool on her face with that one herself. Does she know everyone that she's given spanners to? No.
Exactly, no.
Like, she gave Jason a spanner.
Yeah.
Like,
or Pixel.
Like, she gave the mouse a spanner as well. Like, so freaking for Kaylee to be running around trying to say, oh, you're connected to each other because you've given someone a spanner, or you're connected to this person, you know who it is because you've said hello to this person, or you've been talking to them in a side chat. It's just out of madness.
Yeah. Now that darkness account we found, right? Now this is just my opinion, right? But that darkness account, and it is only my opinion, is Bleeding Heart.
It wouldn't surprise me.
Right, because all the people that darkness account was friends with was people that you'd only know from that side of it, the internet, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
There was old accounts there who they were subbed up to.
There were accounts in amongst that list that I completely forgot even existed.
Yes, exactly. And there's only somebody like her would have known that. Secondly, right, there was a picture across, you know, the picture on your YouTube account across the top, right? I'd done a reverse image search on the picture.
Yeah.
The picture came back. This tapestry thing that was in the picture was of an Irish, the only place it is found is in an Irish church. So that's what gives me the idea it's her.
There's Mandy.
Hello, Eric. Can I just say something? After you found that darkness account on YouTube, do you remember it when you posted the Russian soldier picture and whatever and what it meant?
Yeah.
My sister posted a comment on Red Pill Bill's video on Manic Manx and said, Mandy and Athena sent me here because we sent my sister the video. And that darkness followed my sister that day. because Athena had got screenshots of some of the accounts Darkness was following, and I'd got the same screenshot from the day before. And in between, what Athena had got my sister's YouTube account, which my sister has got music on there. So she does use YouTube, but not on this side of YouTube at all. She's never on here.
Yeah.
But the screenshot I've got of the same account, my sister was missing out of that list. So that Darkness account was definitely following people.
Yeah.
For it to sub to my sister because on her YouTube account.
Yeah, it was his account. I expect somebody using it as a troll account.
Mm.
And that's bleeding nice touch. That picture, I reckon she slipped up with that picture, that tapestry in that Irish church.
Yeah.
That's the only come back to. That's what it was. It come from an Irish church.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, it was a religious thing, wasn't it?
Yeah. And then people were saying about Plisco running about with the same sort of avatar. Plisco never changed his avatar until after that Darkness thing came about.
No.
So it was no match at all. Because you remember rightly, Plisco lost his YouTube account on the same day.
Yes, he did.
At the same day as well, when I put what Jupiter calls that hit piece video out on her, the one that she's now going around saying that Danny's made. Danny didn't make that video. I made that video of her saying she ramming a bottle up her.
Yeah,
and that video was never made to make it sound like Danny was saying that, like to make it sound like that. That was just sound clips that I put together.
I mean,
so they're just fucking mad.
Just made to show her deviancy.
Yeah.
And when that account followed my sister, I was really surprised because I think that was the first time my sister had ever commented on a YouTube channel. And it was only because I sent the video to my sister. I said, have a listen to this. It was about Ellie Williams.
Yeah.
So my sister posted underneath, Mandy and Athena sent me here. That day, that Darkness account followed my sister. But it doesn't mean it's the same account from Discord because the avatar was different.
Yeah, totally different. Totally different avatar, and the name's totally different on the handle name. Yeah.
Isn't it something like Chenti or something? And that's a Russian word. And then it also got on the top of it Sweaty, which is Sweden.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So, because when that come out, I went into Google, well, to DuckDuckGo to see what it meant, and the one Russian meaning was from Georgia.
Yeah.
Kaylee's asking about how people knew of the Darkness account in January. Well, it was back in December that Darkness account was running about because it subbed to Sabina's account back in December.
Yeah.
How I come across the account myself to start with is because Sabina had been looking at the account that had subbed to her. Sabina had no freaking videos on her channel whatsoever.
No.
She couldn't understand why someone was subbing to her channel. When she
And the reason people were talking to the Darkness account is because the Darkness account was running around saying that Moon was a cunt, Jupiter's a cunt. So people was talking to him.
Talking about Kaylee, freaking.
Yeah.
So obviously people are going to be talking to the account when that account was coming out with stuff that was relevant to the degenerates.
She's saying you definitely said you knew you knew who it was, Mandy.
Well, I didn't.
No.
Yeah.
We can all sit here going,
we can all say when an
we all
account,
do that.
when you say hello to an account and you say to them, do I know you? And they say, yes, Mandy, I know you really well. You can all think of what you might think who it is. It doesn't mean you know who it is because they didn't confirm it. So no, I didn't know who it was, but they apparently knew me. But then that account was subbed to me as well.
That's what a lot of people make mistakes. They sit on channels, they see an account, they go, oh, I know who that is. That's so-and-so. What they should say is, my opinion is, that is so-and-so.
Yeah.
Instead of saying, because they don't know, these people don't fucking know who these accounts are.
No, because Eric, when that accountant said to me, it knew me very well. I was like, I think I know who you are. I didn't say I definitely knew who it was. I think I know who you are. So
yeah.
But I've discussed this with Athena on Twitter. She knows who I thought it was, right? But it was completely wrong because I asked that person, and because of the avatar, because I couldn't see because I was on my phone. All I could see was a black dot, so I couldn't really see the avatar until I expanded it, took a photograph, and enlarged it. And I was like, "That's a strange avatar." But no, I didn't know who it was. I thought I didn't know. We can all surmise who someone is.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean we know for definite.
And we shouldn't do it. We shouldn't say, oh yeah, that's so and so. We shouldn't do it. She just wrote something mad in the chat now. Why does he call you wind maker? What is it? Fucking how's that, Kaylee? She's obviously referring to the darkness. Or could it be widowmaker? Your spelling gets a little bit bad, Kaylee, some days when you're taking it.
She sounds quite agitated today.
She's flapping. She's flapping today.
But I couldn't give a fuck what she posts or what she says. It's irrelevant. She's irrelevant. Kaylee, you're an absolute cunt. Record that, because you are. Phoning the police saying someone's killed their partner who passed away is the lowest of the low, and you're a piece of shit. Record that, because you really do need help. If you actually think that, you are sick in the fucking head. You're worse than fucking bleeding heart Niesel.
Oh, she's a lot worse. She's a lot worse. Yeah, 100%. She's a lot worse.
I mean, she probably really needs a mental health check, to be fair. I'm not being nasty, Kaylee. You do, because what you're doing at the minute isn't right.
I had to laugh earlier when freaking Slippermouth and Kaylee were going on about A1000, making out that me and A1000 are supposedly friends when we're not. And then making out A1000's an OAP when A1000 is 36-year-old.
Yeah, 60 years old.
Like, A1000 and myself are pretty much the same age. Yet Slippermouth thinks I was in my 40s years ago.
Suffolk Police, Helen. Suffolk Police.
I mean, AJ, some of the shit I've heard, because Athena will say to me, have a look at this, all right? Because I'm not subbed to any of them. So when they tag me in it, I don't see it because I'm not subbed. And you click on there for a couple of minutes. I can't listen to more than about 30 seconds because I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Because it's just madness. Repeating the same things over and over again and expecting a different outcome, and it's not, is the definition of madness.
Yeah. So you later, Kaz. Take care.
It's been the same thing for years and years. They've been repeating the same bollocks, hoping for a different outcome.
Yeah. I mean,
it just gets
what does that comment actually mean? Lol, your name's on my wall. That'll be hilarious. Please call them about the police. What? So Katie thinks because she's written people's name on her wall, the police are going to go, oh, it's okay. Don't worry.
Yeah, the police are going to come and read it and go, oh, yeah, we've got to go after this person because it's on Kaylee's wall. She's fucking nuts.
She thinks it's something to be proud of because an ex-primary school teacher approves of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just find it quite bizarre, to be fair.
All the police are doing with her, they're having to pacify her. They've got to. They've got to. When she says something, they have got to react. They have got to by law. And that's all they're doing. They're going, yes, Kaylee, okay, Kaylee, we'll look into that, Kaylee.
Can you imagine the call handlers on the floor laughing when she's on the phone?
Yeah, here we go. Nutter's back.
Yeah, that number must flag up like a fucking Christmas tree, to be fair.
Yeah, yeah, and that's all they're doing. They can't refuse to listen to her. They cannot. They've got to, and that's all they're doing. They're just pacifying her and just telling her what she wants to hear, and that's it.
They're begging for me to put out the call with myself and the mental health team, but unlike Kaylee, I don't call freaking the mental health team because of a concern for someone's mental health and well-being and then go put it out on the internet. It's just freaking absurd that anyone does that.
Yeah.
It just shows that if someone's putting it out on the internet, that just shows that they're just doing it for content.
I just think it shows that they're not well, AJ, because recording emergency services like she's doing and other people and putting their calls out is just wrong.
It is. It's disgusting that the people that work for the emergency services are there to help people. They're not there to be freaking abused like Kaylee abuses them. The amount of money that in national resources that Kaylee's wasted over the years is ridiculous. I have multiple freaking recordings of Kaylee on the phone to the freaking NHS, to freaking mental health freaking facilities, to freaking the police and all. It's beyond a joke.
Jafar, I couldn't give a fuck if I'm on Kaylee's hit list because she's not right in the head, bless her. If my daughter was like Kaylee, I would be devastated. And I've said that numerous times on live streams. Eric and AJ and people in the chat can confirm it. I would be devastated if my daughter was in that position because it's really fucking sad.
Kaylee reckons that her housing agents are her biggest fans. I think what they're actually doing is freaking just being polite instead of freaking saying what they actually think. Because I'm sure the actual landlord of the property wouldn't be happy with what you've done to the place, Kaylee. That their backyard is disgusting. That their wooden bookshelf that you've got in the freaking hallway next to the stairs. That there's only going to result in bugs and an absolute mess while it rots away.
It'll cause dry rot.
Yeah.
I'm sure the agents will be really happy when they go in to get a surveyor to look at the damage and go, you're responsible for this damage.
It ain't gonna go well for her. Eventually, she will eventually get kicked out for the amount of complaints that she gets. And she's running around using her neighbour's freaking name on freaking when she jumps on people's panels, thinking that makes her look sane and makes her look normal. And she was saying that Amber's taken out cases against people. Amber's got no case against no one other than Kaylee.
I mean, to be fair, AJ, when she jumped on Danny's last night, I just muted up and I went and cleaned the cat litter trays because I can't listen to her. It's like I don't want to engage with her. I wouldn't speak to her on the live stream. You know, she's in the chat. You know, I'll answer. I'll tell her that she needs help while I'm sitting there, but I don't want to speak to her at all. Just like Den says, "Oh, I had a conversation with Mandy." No, he didn't. He jumped in the live stream while I was talking. I didn't respond to that cunt because I wouldn't bother. He's an absolute thick as fuck fool. And I've got, Eric knows I've got no interest in speaking to him. Eric knows that I was on the wind up when I went in his chat that day, don't you, Eric? Because you and Danny were in the Google Meet thing, and I jumped in and I was laughing because you were like, couldn't work out what you were doing. I was like, just to piss him off.
Eric's dropped out a minute. He's on the phone, I think.
Yeah, but it was just to piss him off. I posted a comment in one of his live streams, And then all of a sudden he wanted to speak to me because I was the only one who told the truth. And when I did tell the truth, he called me a liar. Work that one out. I just find him. It's like having a nursery school child who just doesn't know how to behave, isn't it? You know,
Yeah, well, Kaylee really and truly does need to go and get therapy. She's making out that she's a therapist, but no, she's not a therapist at all.
AJ, when I think she was on someone's live stream and she was on about being at college and doing this course about mental health during the summer holidays when all the colleges were shut. Right? Everybody believed her. And I'm sitting there thinking, there's no education establishment open during the 6 weeks holidays, apart from some open for foreign students to come in and they live there and blah, blah, blah. But for educational purposes, for UK residents, they're all shut. And she's sitting there saying about her tutor at college, discussing this and that today. It was like sort of mid-August, and I'm like, what? And nobody picked up on it. They all swallowed it like a good one.
It's unbelievable, to be fair, how stupid some people are and naive. Right, and those that are lapping up Kaylee's nonsense are just showing how naive they are.
Yeah. As soon as she came out with it, AJ, I was like, what? I went over to Twitter and put a voice note in for Tina, and I'm like, I can't believe this. They're all sitting there on about her college course she's doing. Well, everywhere shut. They don't open till mid-September. Right? So it's like, what the fuck are you on about? What coursework are you doing in college when they're shut? Please tell me.
I think it's just freaking the paperwork that she's being given by a freaking therapist that she thinks is coursework.
Probably. Yeah. Look, just for you, Mandy, I'll get my tutor to make a vid for my channel. They've watched loads of you. Yeah, right, Kaylee. You know, getting one of Den's mates to do a video for you, Kaylee, doesn't exactly bode well, does it?
She's still convinced that you and Athena are the same person.
I know. It's sad, isn't it, AJ?
Yeah.
You know, I mean, they all around, you know, that's down to Den and Pink Panther, because Pink Panther says that I'm my sister, I'm Athena, and I'm me. Then Apple was thrown into the mix of being me. Then Simon was. But Pink Panther has posted pictures of my sister, right? Of my sister's garden, of my house, and my pictures. So how the fuck are we the same person?
It's beyond belief, really, the stuff they come out with, and then they want people to think that what they're saying is believable. It's like they've destroyed any credibility that they could have had.
Yeah, absolutely.
I highly suspect that freaking she says that what's going on YouTube is some sort of social experiment. I suspect the experiment is the mental health that they are creating for themselves.
Yeah, YouTube psychosis.
Yeah.
They're all addicted to the internet. The only reason I'm here today is because I haven't gone out. And so I'm just sitting in the house on my own. So I'm just flicking through YouTube channels. Athena said you were live, so I jumped in. Normally, this time of day, I wouldn't be around because I've got a life like everybody else has. This is really rare for you to be live.
Right. I'm normally not really live at this time of the day because I'm normally doing stuff, but
yeah,
the car's in the garage at the moment having a bit of work done to it, so I thought, well, whilst the car's in the garage, I'll spend a bit of time online.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sitting here. I'm going to get off in a minute because I've got shit to do in the house. And then tomorrow, I think I've got going over to my brother's farm to see how he is because he's been poorly. So I won't be around tomorrow much either. But yeah, okay. My brother has a farm. He's lovely. He's got 17 acres. Think of your allotment size you could have on there.
Yeah, the latest that they're running around. Apparently, I've got a baby now.
Yeah, I heard that the other day.
Like, I think that's absolutely hilarious. Like they're running around thinking that I've got a baby because I mentioned about, I think it was about 3 weeks ago or something. I was on a live stream and I told Chloe to shut up because she might wake the baby up. Because I said that, they think I've got a baby. They're deluded. It takes 9 months to create a baby.
Yeah, I know. I've had two. It's absolute AJ. The mental health of people is just beyond help. I think sometimes. I'm just glad that I brought up two well-balanced, hard-working children that turned into decent adults. Have got great jobs. Have got a lovely lifestyle, and don't have these issues. I'm really thankful for that because I would hate to be in the position of having people around me like that. And you cross over the road to avoid them, wouldn't you? If you knew them in real life.
Yeah. 1 sec. On the screen now is Kaylee's estate agents.
Maybe she'll be needing a new one soon.
I suspect she will be.
I can't see that someone who owns that property would be happy seeing what it's like.
I feel for her neighbours, to be fair, having to look out their windows and see the state of what she's done to that garden and all the chalk all over the walls and that. In a village that's meant to be a tourist attraction, an historical village. It draws people are drawn to that village because some of the scenes from the Harry Potter films was filmed there. And shortly after Kaylee moved into that village, she decided to run around graffiti in it.
I find this quite funny, Kaylee. Is that a threat? Wow, you guys need Jesus to put a therapist along. I thought you were Jewish, Kaylee. Jesus is what? Okay, fair enough.
Oh, look. Let's have a look at Kaylee's flat. Kaylee's given me a video tour of this before. This is a nice sized living room. Ooh, skipped one there.
Was.
Yeah, wasn't a bad looking flat one.
Yeah.
Before Kaylee moved in. Kaylee's wrecked garden is in behind this fence.
Is that where it is?
Oh, that's not Kaylee's flat, that's number 2, but it's one in the same building, so it's pretty much the same layout as Kaylee's. And before Kaylee starts whinging about her being doxxed, Kaylee has given me express permission to give out her address, her telephone number, and everything. I played the recording of her stating it on this channel. I think it was a couple of days ago, at the beginning of the live stream. Kaylee's given me consent to use all of her content as well. The thing is, she's stupid. She gives us consent to talk about these things, and then she cries about it when we do it. It's like, is it yesterday or the day before, I did a live stream in which she came on and said that me and Danny can talk about her children all we like. What sort of mother does that? She can't be bothered to be there for them, yet she pretends that she's for the children. If anyone's disgusted what Kaylee's done to the property, there's telephone number and email address to contact them.
Babs McKay, I'm really pleased that you brought up 4 beautiful children. I didn't know how many children you got. I knew you had because you got a grandchild. But fair play to you. You know, and that's what being a parent's about, isn't it, Babs? Because you know, you want your children to be happy, healthy, well educated, having lovely jobs, having lovely lifestyles, and that's what being a mother's about. Kaylee failed.
I respect anyone who's stood by their children and done what's right for their children. I can't respect anyone running around the internet making out that they're for the children when they've abandoned their own children.
Apple, that stray kitten is currently asleep on my cat tree in the lounge. It's in the house now. The other 3 are okay with it, sort of. But it's getting a bit cold for it to be outside. We couldn't rehome it, so I'm keeping him because he follows me everywhere. So bless him. He's now mine.
I'm surprised Kaylee hadn't bothered trying to come on. She was claiming earlier while she was doing her stream that she wanted to talk to me. She was saying that she wanted to talk to me, Eric, Plisco, and Danny all at the same time. But then she only wanted to do it on her channel where she's constantly muting us.
To be fair, AJ, you know, I wouldn't give her the airtime because all you're doing is feeding her and she thrives on it. So for me, the best thing to do is not go into a chat, not to communicate with her, to ignore her completely and just let her ramble on her own, because it's making her worse. And Den Tarragon, if he was a good friend of hers, would be helping her, and he's not. He's encouraging it, he's facilitating it, and that's not a good thing to do. If you're a decent person, you wouldn't be doing that. So for me, yeah, I wouldn't go in Kaylee's chat. I wouldn't go on a live stream. I wouldn't talk to her. I want nothing to do with her because she's not a well individual, and all she's doing is causing her self-harm. And unfortunately, people going into a chat, and you know, as much as some people take the piss, right, and I get it because it's annoying, the best thing to do is ignore her.
The problem is you ignore her and it just gets worse and worse. Like she gets more bitter and twisted.
Yeah.
Like it is a case of she can't cope unless she's getting attention.
Yeah. So ignore her. You know, don't give her the attention she craves, because then she'll just fade into the background. She probably won't. She'll probably still be there. But if no one goes on there, people unsub, but don't watch her. Just ignore her. I just think that's the best advice, because she's not well.
I went at least 8 months without even talking to her or saying anything.
Yeah, I know. I know quite a few of you did, AJ, but now, because you everyone goes in the chat and you and Eric jumped on a live stream, it's pointless because all you do is get Den booming over you, right? You get silenced, you get muted, and it's absolutely pointless because she's getting more and more manic with every live stream she's doing at the moment, and I just think, stop feeding her. It's like having a junkie. You can't provide them with the access to drugs.
She sounded like she was either on drugs or drunk last night.
I listened to a few seconds earlier, and she sounded absolutely manic. She was speaking so fast, so agitated, and that's not good. So for me, just stay away, AJ. Let her waffle on. You've reported her. What she said about Sabina was the most horrific thing I've ever heard. People running with it is awful, and you best stop ignoring her again. Seriously. Babs McKay, I'd die for my children too, to be fair. My children are my absolute life. If my children are around, I'm not on the internet. I don't pick up my phone. I might be on Twitter with Athena typing in messages. That's as far as it goes. And anyone who knows me will tell you that, because I just can't do it. My kids come first. My family come first.
For anyone in their right mind, their children are main priority, and then them family, them pets, and then anything and everything else comes afterwards.
To be fair, AJ, with some family members, I think my pets are probably more important because you can choose your friends, not your family. But that's how it goes. Unfortunately, some family members are absolute cunts. But for me, my priority is my children. Absolutely.
Right. It is very much with me. It's family, Chloe, and then everything else after.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's where I see it.
Oh, bless Kaylee. Is she saying we're giving shekels again, is she? She can say what she wants about me, Jafar, on the live stream. I don't care. She's irrelevant. She's nothing to do with me. I do feel sorry for her because she's not well. I don't really care what she says on a live stream. It doesn't affect my life. It doesn't impede on what I do day to day. Couldn't give a shit.
No one's paid anyone to keep Kaylee quiet. To be fair, it's completely the opposite.
If you've got a multinational game, Babs McKay, I hope you win it. If you've got one of the link-up games in the bingo hall, I hope you win it.
This here anti-Semitic stuff, like freaking Kaylee's claims in recent weeks is showing that she's very much anti-Semitic, whereas I don't see why anyone should be against any sector of society. The only thing that's real problem is governments.
AJ, most people live near in houses nearby with each other, from every race, every religion, every culture, and everybody gets on. The problems are the elites, and governments. They're the issue because they're the ones who cause the problems. Most people don't give a shit. Most people like their neighbours. If you've got a bad neighbour, I feel sorry for you. I've got great neighbours, and most people that live in my road I've known since I was a kid. And we all get on and we all look after each other, and that's how it should be. We've got a great community here.
Yeah, my neighbours are excellent. Right, I can't fault any of my neighbours. They're all very good. Like, but then I don't really put myself in a position where I would annoy my neighbours. Like, whereas Kaylee probably has problems with her neighbours because of the fact that she's always screaming and shouting, and that's why she ends up with the police around hers over noise complaints.
Yeah, but AJ, how many people sit on here and scream their heads off at people, abusing people, and you think, what the fuck do your neighbours think?
You hear that? hear it from Brian Hale and all them all the freaking time.
Yeah. I mean, the woman who lives next door to me, a few years ago, she had a breakdown like when the children left home, and I didn't particularly get on with her because I didn't know her, right? And she had a breakdown. She was playing loud music, and she was in the house shouting and screaming, and it was like, who's she screaming at? So I phoned the mental health unit and the police and her doctor. I went round and knocked the door. Me and another neighbour, we had a cup of tea with her. We sat there talking to her, and she said, I didn't think anybody cared. And that killed me because she shouldn't have felt like that as a woman who was on her own now because the children had left home. But if I heard her screaming again, I would go round again and say, are you okay? And I check on her every couple of days and see her in the garden and speak to her. And she's lovely. But she had an absolute mental breakdown when her kids left home, and that was awful. But she was the only one I didn't particularly know because I didn't know her when we were younger. And she's now a lovely neighbour. But if she needs help, I'll be there. And so will everybody else who lives there. I mean, it's a little cul-de-sac, so it's quite close knit. But everybody here will look after her when she needs help. And that's to me how it should be.
To be fair, that's the way it should be.
Yeah.
Right. I suspect that a lot of these people that come online, like freaking shouting and screaming all the freaking time, and they're doing it because they don't really have a social life at all.
Yeah. Yeah, but AJ, if you're like me and you go to the pub a few times a week or go out for dinner a couple of times a week and have a good social life, you get called a raving alcoholic. I rarely drink. I might have the odd gin and tonic water when I go out, but most of the time I have a coffee or a soft drink. I don't drink a great deal. I never have them because I don't like it. But I go to the pub. My partner likes a beer, right? And I think he drinks too much sometimes. But that's his choice as an adult. But then you get this lot saying, "Oh, she's in the pub, she's an alcoholic." No.
Talking about alcohol, like just because someone's come across a picture where there was a bottle of, well, they're claiming vodka. Like, I know of a picture with a bottle of whiskey, and I don't know about a picture with a bottle of vodka. But they've been running around saying because they've seen a picture with a bottle of vodka that I was pouring vodka down Sabina's neck. Freaking the madness that comes out of their freaking mouths. There's no way anyone could have forced Sabina to drink anything. Like Sabina wouldn't really drink apart from if we were to go out for a meal or something. Then she'd have a glass while we're out having a meal.
Yeah.
Or Christmas special occasion, she would have a glass. But other than that, she wouldn't drink.
I drink occasionally. In my lounge, I've got a drinks cabinet. There's probably 100 bottles of alcohol on it: vodka, brandy, whiskey, Southern Comfort, tequila, coffee tequila, flavoured gins, blah blah blah. They're all full because no one touches them, and it's like I give them away to people and go, "Yeah, I'll want that," because they're never going to get drunk. And people will come in my house and go, "Fucking hell, it's sort of alcohol." Yeah, but it's all full. And I think the only bottle that's open is a bottle of brandy because I use it for peppercorn sauce when I make a sauce. That's it.
To be fair, my dad doesn't drink at all. So every time I go down to Cornwall and see him, because of the job that he used to do years ago.
Mm-hmm.
He gets at Christmas time freaking bottles of whiskey and bottles of rum, stuff like that as presents. So every time I go and see him, he gives it all to me.
Yeah.
I've got a cupboard full of spirits. 90% of it's never been opened.
Yeah. Same as mine. Right. I mean, some of the spirits on my drinks cabinet have been there for like 8-9 years. Easy.
Like, talking about freaking tequila, I brought a bottle of tequila last Christmas just gone, and I still haven't even opened that.
I mean, the one bottle of tequila on my side is a Patron coffee one that they stopped making about 3 years ago. You can't get it anymore. And my daughter bought it years ago, and she said she's saving it for a special occasion. Although when that comes, I don't know, because it's still full, it's still in the metal tin it was bought in, and not been drunk.
I've got a bottle of freaking wine in the cupboard that's from 1986.
Yeah.
Like, that bottle will never get opened. Like,
Is
so
that the
when
year you were born?
Yeah, 1986.
Yeah, 86. Yeah.
Like, yeah, I'm in my 40s.
Yeah, I know you're the same age as my son, aren't you? So yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, half of when my son was younger, the only time alcohol would be used would be if he was going to a friend, and I'd come in and I'd go, so I like sauternes and I like dessert wines, so I'll buy them and keep them because I like them. And I do open them occasionally, and I'd go in the cupboard and I'd be like, "Where's my bottle of sauternes?" And he'd be like, "Oh, it was in there for ages, Mum, so I had it." I'm like, just because it's in there for ages doesn't mean it's fucking yours. And he'd be like, I thought you wouldn't mind. I'm like, I don't mind. I said, but I would like you to ask me first, to be fair. So now when he comes in, he'll go, oh, can I take this? Yeah, of course you can. I don't mind.
Oh.
But when I used to open the cupboard and like 4 bottles of wine would have got, I'd be like, you absolute arsehole. Because his mates would, when he was younger, you know, like young lads will just fill a big bowl up with all booze and pour it in, it tastes like shit. They used to do that, and I'd be like, "You just wrecking a good bottle of wine." So I wanted to tell him.
I'm going to answer a question that Kaylee's got in the chat, and she's not going to like this answer. She's saying, "Why was I commenting on her streams when my partner had just passed away?" Now, the reason I was commenting on your streams, Kaylee, when my partner had just passed away, is because you were slagging off my partner, and I was keeping my mind occupied, dealing with the degenerate that was harassing and stalking my partner.
But AJ, quite a few of us didn't know that Sabina had passed away until the day of the funeral.
People didn't majority of people didn't actually know about it until after the funeral.
No, I mean, I saw the picture of the flowers that Danny bought and sent to the funeral, and I was like, shit. And that was the first time the penny dropped that Sabina had passed away. So I was like, fucking hell. And that was really sad. But yeah, people say, oh, yeah, people were on live streams when Sabina died. Nobody knew.
Well, it was the family's wishes that no one would find out about it. So I had to carry on without giving away that Sabina had passed away until March that year.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. You explained all that, AJ, in the hangout with me, to be fair. Why you didn't say nothing and the reasons why behind it. You don't need to go into detail here. So yeah, I understood all of that.
I know the full reasons, but it was the family's wishes.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, I'm going to go with the family's wishes over what people on YouTube think.
Absolutely.
By rights, I never had to tell anyone on YouTube that it even happened. Chloe, stop.
I mean, I remember being in the hangout with you, and I asked you about Sabina at the time, and she'd already passed away then. And a few people in the hangout were like, "Man, leave it." So I was like, I wasn't in there for long anyway, and I was like, okay. It didn't dawn on me for a minute that she passed away, to be fair, OJ. And then when I found out, I felt an absolute cunt for asking you that day, because I was like,
how are you to know? At the end of the day, all you knew was she was ill, so you were showing your concern.
Yeah, I know that, AJ, but it didn't stop me feeling an absolute cunt knowing afterwards what had happened, that I was in the hangout saying, yeah, how's Sabina, give them my best, blah, blah, blah. And when I realised it, I was like, Jesus. Yeah,
I had months of people asking me about Sabina and how she was and stuff.
yeah.
And I just basically
You
tried
didn't.
to either ignore it, I'd
Yeah,
leave the chat, or I would give an answer like along the lines of not good.
yeah. So, but I'm just saying why I felt the cunt when I asked you. Once I realised what had happened, because I was like, oh shit. And yeah, I said to Athena, I feel fucking dreadful.
And the worst part of it all, worst person really, was Kaylee and her constantly going on, oh, Sabina needs to leave me alone. Well, Sabina had died months prior.
Yeah. I mean, people need to learn to, everyone deals with things differently. And when you're asked by family, keep it quiet. Don't want anyone to know for their reasons, which I understood, right? And they were right. But when you've got people sitting there accusing you of not being bothered because you were sitting on a live stream putting in a couple of comments, it was probably taking your mind off it.
Yeah.
And yeah, dealing with it the best way you could, because yeah, we all knew after that it was bloody hard, and these arseholes still going on about it.
It's literally a case of people seem to think that when you have a loss like that you're supposed to come offline, sit there and freaking sit in misery.
Yeah.
Like, how is that good for anyone? It's not.
It's not, because
You've got to keep your mind occupied, and you just got to carry on with life.
yeah, absolutely.
They seem to forget that there's children involved.
Yeah.
Right. So at the same time, I had to keep strong for the children.
Absolutely, AJ.
If I was there breaking down and falling apart, how would the children have felt?
Well, yeah, they had to deal with it as well. So it wasn't just you, and it wasn't. It was fuck all to do with anyone else, AJ. You dealt with it. That was best for you, best for the children, best for Sabina's family, and fuck everybody else. That's my opinion. And that even includes us, because we weren't dealing with it, you were.
And to be fair, what happened after people found out online just goes to show it was the right thing to do, not to freaking let people know about it until
absolutely,
we were ready for it to be. I think one of the most disgusting thing about the whole situation was the day that freaking the tribute video was put out. Some people showed just how low they were.
Yeah. AJ, it was shocking. The behaviour of people was absolutely shocking.
Right. I'm going to have to end the live because I've got a few things to do. I've got YouTube wanting a conversation as well at the moment.
I mean, I'm going to have to jump out and choke.
And then I'm going to have to take Chloe for another walk because she's restless today again. She's running around the living room with a bloody tennis ball, chucking it in places that she can't get to.
That's why I've got cats. They can't do that.
She seems to do it. She'll come over, she'll look at me, and then she'll put it down somewhere that she knows that she can't get it back out of.
Because you've got to get it.
Thanks for coming on, Mandy.
It's okay, and I'll speak to you later, AJ. Okay.
All right.
Have a good day, and
I will.
All right, speak to you in a bit. All right, bye.
Bye,
Bye, everyone in the chat.
Bye, shush.
Can you give me just another for that one who got away?
Tryna lead life by example, but living this life is a handful. And I ain't gonna clear no samples, but I'm about to clear my mantle. I need that plaque for reset, You need that chance to place bets, huh? You missed your chance to get fresh, bruh. You still got time to get left, bruh. Obama in the whip, I'm a stitch. Grab a chick, grab a 40 and a Dutchie and an angel with some tits, huh? And I'm back with a grip, back catalog, analog, rap like a brick, huh? And I rap cause I'm sick, back catalog fixed, so I'm never gonna trip, God. Why you do me like this? Hip hop still good, you know I ain't gonna trip, Lord. You know I ain't gonna dip, I'ma stay right here till my plaque is a disc. Like a Saint lunatic, I'ma stay right hard till my plaque is a disc. Hey, no rest for the wicked now, so fall back on your plan B. No song for the choir now. Life sucks when you ain't free. No hope for the weary down. They keep taking that back seat. Two-tone rebel shit. Keep the peace like Gandhi. Middle pad, my staff never half-mast. Our drums go like a trap hat. Our drums go hammer cause they have to. Talk shit on Twitter, better at you. Paul Simon when I grace lands. Fuck diamonds, I be on the grayscales. I be tipping A scales, 55th time that I didn't go for pre-sales. And even when I prevail, I be on that retail, sinking with that eval. Listen to the seashell, it don't say shit.
16 spinning go hard, 82 born with a thorn in my bedside. I pull it out when I get mine, I two shuffle like a double full of good. 16 spinning go hard, 82 born with a thorn in my bedside. I pull it out when I get mine, I two shuffle like a double full of good.
Hey, no rest for the wicked now, so fall back on your plan B. No song for the choir now. Life sucks when you ain't free. No hope for the weary down. They keep taking that back seat. Two-tone rebel shit. Keep the peace like Gandhi.
16 spinning go hard, 82 born with a thorn in my bedside. I pull it out when I get mine, I two shuffle like a double full of good.
Me and 27 lights, heavyweight champs, 127 fights, 127 bites, Van Gogh Pro, 1,027 likes, go. For the wicked now, so fall back on your plan B. No song for the choir now. Life sucks when you ain't free. No hope for the weary down. They keep taking that back seat. Two-tone rebel shit.
Keep the peace like Gandhi.
Hey, no rest for the wicked now, so fall back on your plan B. No song for the choir now. Life sucks when you ain't free. No hope for the weary down. They keep taking that back seat. Two-tone rebel shit. Keep the peace like Gandhi.
16 spinning go hard, 82 born with a thorn in my bedside. 16 spinning go hard, 82 born with a thorn in my bedside. I pull it out when I get mine. I pull it out when I get mine. I pull it out when I get mine. I pull it out when I get mine.
Hey, no rest for the wicked out, so fall back on your plan B. No song for the choir now. Life sucks when you ain't free. No hope for the weary down. They keep taking that back seat.